Here we go.
Welcome to my Sonic the Hedgehog movie review, and I can't believe I'm saying this right now because it's such an old original character that I grew up playing from the Sega Genesis. One of my first games that I ever played, being a gamer, and just playing all these different variety of games here on the channel, and just different games that I play. I don't play everything on here that I show, but there's so many game characters out there now, and just to see this character just hit the movie theaters is just an amazing feeling. Just to see, hey, I played this game before, I've seen this guy before, I played all these different games of him from all these different consoles, from Sonic Adventure, the OG games from Sega Genesis, from Sonic 2, which was the first one I played, and then just different Sonic games that eventually came out, and you can really see how video games have truly evolved over time, and when you go to watch this movie. And I'm not going to spoil anything in this video, but before I get into anything, you definitely want to stay and watch the end. I was gonna say the end game scene, the ending credit scene for this movie. So it's definitely gonna get you guys hyped, and especially if you're a Sonic fan. I'm not gonna tell you guys who it is. I'm not gonna tell you guys who other characters are in this movie besides the ones that you already know from the cover and seen from the trailer. You already know Dr. Robotnik's going to be in it, and Sonic the Hedgehog's in it, obviously. So he's really coming after Sonic the Hedgehog, just the typical story. But just he finds his way basically on this planet, on Earth. He's not supposed to be here. Obviously, he's not originally from Earth. But it's almost as if I can just compare the stories like you're the new kid on the block or the new kid in the neighborhood. But this is big, a lot bigger than a neighborhood itself, because it's a brand new planet to Sonic, and he doesn't have anyone that he knows here, and just being the new, I guess, the new species that's just been discovered from these humans. And as you watch this, he's gonna connect with some particular characters, and connect with them and befriend them, and they're gonna eventually find out what his purpose is, and you're gonna find some different things, a particular item, and a particular item and some scenes that's gonna stand out to you guys when you go to watch this, and it makes you think of the old Sonic games, and some certain scenes made me think of the Sonic X TV series from 4Kids TV, or from Fox Spots that used to come on, Sonic Underground, and then just the video games itself. Especially when you watch, when it starts up, it shows you a couple of different things like gaming aspects of the movie that you guys are gonna recognize. But the whole story is just him just finding his being suddenly ending up on Earth, and just trying to find his way out, and just get away and try to stay away from Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, who's eventually gonna encounter. He's gonna eventually encounter later in the movie. So he's gonna stop at nothing to try to get and stop the Blue Blur, or the Blue Hedgehog Sonic, and try to catch him, and capture him, and just try to take him down, whatever means necessary, I'll say, just for this movie. So that's basically the story. I'm not going to tell you guys what happened. I'm not going to tell you guys what you guys are going to see from that ending credit scene for this movie. But it's going to get you hyped, especially if you like Sonic. And this is a movie for Sonic fans, just any gamer out there. It doesn't matter what platform that you play. Everyone knows, most of every gamer, even people who don't play games probably, or play much video games, know about Sonic the Hedgehog or seen him before. But just like I said, it's awesome to see him in the big screen and hit the big theaters. I'm happy to see that. It just lets you know that games have come and just truly evolved over time. And now that Sonic is on the big screen, it makes you wonder, who's the next character going to be to get their own movie? It makes you really wonder. And if he can get his own movie, I'm sure other original characters and any other modern video game character can get their own movie. And just to watch this, it's just amazing to see it. It definitely lived up to the hype to me, especially all the changes they had to make from his looks, because he didn't look as good from last year. Everybody was just blasting at him. He was looking ugly. He didn't even look all that good. But when you watch this, it's much more satisfying to see him just from his looks. I'm satisfied with it. So he looks a lot better from just the movie itself. It looks really good and very well done. And Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman definitely did a really good job just doing all that. It's just it's definitely worth the watch. And some kind of comparison I can really draw from this from the video games, from what you think of Sonic and how he acts in games like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, my favorites. Um, he's a lot more talkative in this, and he's a lot more silly, he's goofy, all that. So he talks a lot in this movie. So it's a really good movie. He's silly, he's funny, and it's definitely worth watching to me, especially if you like games and Sonic. If you don't like Sonic, and if you don't like video games or anything like that, this probably will be not a movie for you. That's the only thing I can probably say that I'll probably be wrong with it. Other than that, it's worth the hype. It's worth the hype. It's very well done. I think this is one of the best video game movies ever that I've seen put together, and I hope that they come out with even more video game movies like this. And just when you play these games that you play today, they look like movies when you go to watch these cutscenes. It makes you think it's as if you're watching a movie from your own console or your PC or whatever you're watching or whatever you're playing on, whatever game that you're playing. But that's something I can really share or say about this movie. It's definitely worth it. I was so excited to see it. It definitely lived up to the hype. Just like I said, it gets a 5 out of 5 for me because I love Sonic. It was one of the first video game characters I ever discovered when I got into video games from the Sega Genesis from the 90s, and just seeing him hit the big screen was really just an amazing feeling just to see that, and it just lets you know that games are really evolving, the characters are really just stand out to you, and you take those characters and you take those games with you as the years go on, and they become a part of you. So I can definitely say that for this movie. So let me know if you guys checked it out. I definitely recommend it to anyone out there watching this. If you guys play any games at all, or you like Sonic in general, let me know what you guys thought about it, if you guys seen it. But I'm not going to tell you guys about if there are any other characters that make an appearance in this movie, especially from the ending credit scene. I don't want to spoil and give it away, but definitely make sure you stay after the credits for that scene for a nice little surprise. And I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it, especially if you guys love the blue blur itself. But that's all I can really mention. I'm not going to spoil anything and give anything away. I want you guys to experience it and see the movie for yourself, so you guys can see how good it is and judge it for yourself and be your own judge. If you guys want to see it, take my word and my recommendation and go check it out. Even if you don't like it, it's still like a movie. It's something new that you can go and see right now. And I think it's one of my favorite movies this year, personally, so far, start out in 2020. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about it, and maybe you guys, if you guys might have plans to go and see it whenever you guys get a chance to, definitely recommend it. And it definitely lived up to it. I'm glad they made the changes necessary to the Hedgehog, and no more further delays. It's out now. Go check it out, and let me know what you guys think about it.